Yo, what's up, guys? It's Veil TV here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about me trying. So, the principal was trying to suspend me for pulling a fire extinguisher. So, let's get started on what hour I was in school. I was in fifth hour. This was math class, and I'm a really good student in math. I have like 100%, 107% in math, and we just got a new student teacher. Not a student teacher, but our teacher went on to fraternity leave or paternity leave. I'm not sure what it's called. And she went out, so we had a new teacher for the rest of the. We still have her. We just had her because this happened in the past days, and she's our new teacher. So she came in. She's 23. She's from Adrian Peterson. Adrian. She's from Adrian, Michigan, and so at the end of the class, everybody walks up and goes to the door and just waits there until the bell rings. So my friend is over by the fire extinguisher and he presses it, and I was like, oh shit, the thing just went. Like, I was like, all right, so let me do it. I don't know why I did it. Like, it was pretty stupid of me to press it, but I don't think I should get suspended for it. Um, so I pressed it, and the thing went out like a whole bunch. So I kind of like ran out of the classroom, and the bell just rang too. So it was good luck for me. I ran out of the classroom, and everyone tries to speed up to me, smiling and cracking up, and they're like, Alex, and I have a smile on my face too, and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, what the hell? And then when I missed the Friday, this happened on Thursday, and I missed Friday, so it was Monday yesterday, and I come on, and the principal calls me down in sixth hour. I only have 6 hours, and I'm 6 hour. I'm like, oh shit, because no. So in fifth hour on Monday, this was after the incident, and people were like this. The teacher, the substitute teacher, I'm gonna call her the substitute teacher, and she asked, "Who pulled the fire extinguisher?" And I rose my hand, and I was like, "I did," and I was just kidding because I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, "Yeah, I did," and I was like, "No, I'm just kidding." And then people were like, "Oh, you did pull it." I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember. I pulled the fire extinguisher," and people were saying like, yeah, you did it, he did it, and I'm like, no, are you guys fucking stupid? Stop snitching on me, stop telling on me, guys, fucking idiots. And then everyone's telling on me, and and they call me down to the office. They're like, yeah, everyone got called up Friday, and I wasn't here Friday, so they didn't call me up. So I go down there on Monday yesterday, and the principal office, and the guy's like real serious. When I'm like lying, and I try to get as serious as possible, and I try to like get mad, because if I was being accused of something, I would get mad, and it's something I didn't do, I would get mad. So you'd have to be in that kind of like mental situation and know like how to act if you're gonna lie like this. And I got real close to his face. I wasn't stuttering or anything, but I did gulp, and gulping is a signal that you're lying. I gulped one time. I was like swallowing my spit, gulping. That's what it is. And I swallowed my spit right after, and I was like, oh shit! Right when I swallowed it, I knew like he might know, but I don't think he noticed. So I was telling him that. He's like, so what happened? Who pulled it? And I was like, no, I didn't pull it. My backpack hit it. I was just making up lies, and right like right on point. I was like, yeah, my backpack hit it. So he's like, so who pulled the thing out of it? And I knew I didn't know anybody pulled the pin out of it. I swear to God, I didn't pull it. To pull the pin to actually be able to press it easier. So somebody pulled the pin. I don't know, but Zarius, my friend, he pulled it first, and like I was like, yeah, Zarius pulled it first because everyone was telling me that he snitched on me. Like I thought he would have this was my like best friend. I thought he would have my back for anything, like maybe if I killed somebody or something, if that, like I thought he would have my back for that. But as simple as a fire extinguisher and he didn't have my back, all right, then I know who to trust and I know who not to trust now. It kind of pissed me off so much, but yeah, we were in there, and he says, yeah, so we have Zarius right here that says you were the person that actually pulled it. So this is what he wrote. Alex, no, I juggled the fire extinguisher, and a little bit of puff came out. So I don't know why he even said he did it. Like, you're never supposed to admit to anything if you're going to lie and try not to get suspended. And then he says, oh, Alex pressed it down, full squeezed it. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid's a fucking idiot. And then he full squeezed it, and a whole bunch of stuff came out. I was like, oh shit, he fucking snitched on me. He's like, 2 people have told me that you've done this. And I was like, well, those 2 people are lying. I'm getting mad right now that people have been saying that I've been doing this. I was coming down to talk to Mr. Bigelow, that's another assistant principal, and he said there's nothing to worry about. But now I come in here and there's stuff to worry about. I didn't press anything, and I'm getting real pissed at him. And he's like this, well, Alex, you know I'm just not believing your story. Your backpack hit it, and he put me on. All right, so he's like, all right, look at the camera video. So he puts on the camera. I get real close to him, scoop my chair up, and I'm like, all right, what is this? And he's like, look at what you do when you come out. So you run out of there and you're talking with Zarius. Zarius is the person. You're smiling. What do you think you guys are talking about? And I remember this. Like, we always walk out together. He's like my best friend. He'll wait for me. I'll wait for him. And we start going to health class, and he's not in health class, but he's on the way to health class, so we usually walk anyways. So I'm turning around laughing, and he's like, what are you laughing about? What are you talking about? I was like, no, the health quiz that is on Friday, and we did have a health quiz on Friday. Smart thinking right there. That's a good lie. And then I was like, no, that's not what until we got to the bathroom. We were talking about the test on Friday in math class. And he's like, all right, well, what did you think that was funny? And I was like, I don't know, I just laughing. He's like, why do you think the other people came up to you? Or that would run up to me, because there was like 5 kids running up to me in the video, and I was like, why are you asking me? Obviously, I don't know. Like, I can't tell you. You should ask them. And like, yeah, they told me that you pulled the fire alarm, and I was like, okay, I didn't do it, or the fire extinguisher, I didn't do it. Because they have no proof of me doing it. They just have the video of, I was like, if they have proof of me, like, right when they were putting it on, I was like, oh shit, if they have a video of me, they could see me actually pulling it, I'm gonna be so fucked if they see me pulling it, and I'm lying here the whole time, but they don't have it. I was like, oh god. They just have me coming out of the classroom, kind of running out, and people follow me, and they're like, what's this kid's name? And I was like, oh, I don't know. What's this other kid's name? Oh, that's David Kumega, and I just said his last name. And then you guys don't have to spell his last name, but then he's like, all right. So after I tell David, he's like, so what happened? So what actually happened? All right. So people were roughhousing at the end of the at the end of the period. People were like messing around, and people bumped me into it. And I said that I bumped into it. I heard something. I didn't know if it went off, but obviously it went off because I'm here right now, and it hit the shelf, and I put in it hit the shelf in there because they would believe that more, because like who would say it hit the shelf, like, right? If it actually if it actually happened, you say like it hit just more stuff. I wouldn't just say, yeah, my backpack hit it. And I like, this was like the craziest lie ever. So I pressed things like, I'm just not believing your story. And I told my dad everything. My dad's real chill about this stuff. Like, he'll try to help me out at anything because I'm a straight A student. And yeah, I can't afford any more suspensions. My school, they suspend people so easily. I posted a sticky note on someone's back, and I could have lied on that, but I admitted to it. I thought I wasn't going to get in trouble, but they what's it called? They you have to lie in this school to get out of stuff. And then he says, oh, well, I'm not believing it. The most of the 9th graders have a problem with lying. And my dad told me, you have to say, I resent the implications that you're implying right now. And then the guy would not know what the fuck I'm talking about. Resent means take offense. I'm taking offense to the implications. He's implying that all 9th graders are liars, and you can't just say that. Like, that's kind of like rude as fuck to say everyone's a liar. That's kind of me like saying, well, you guys all suspend people too easily, and you guys all take advantage of us. I mean, like, I can say that shit too. Like, you can't just say that all of us are liars. And I was gonna say, like, I helped him out before, tried to get someone else because I hated this kid, and he got in a fight, and I told him who drove the kid there. So like, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to help you out, and you're trying to get me suspended. Come on, bro. And so after I get out of there, I'm like, oh shit. So I gotta text everyone. I gotta tell everyone that my backpack hit it. So I'm trusting on Zarius. I'm trusting on David. And I told I told him that another person was in there. His name was Tazwar. Tazwar's seen it too. And I told everybody, if they get called back down, to tell them that my backpack hit it. And everybody that was saying it, they just heard about it. They didn't actually see it. And I was like, that's bullshit. Nobody knows. Nobody ever seen me do it. They're just hearing about it. So hopefully the people can come through with it and do what they need to do. And I looked up videos on what's it called. I looked up. I wrote a question on Yahoo Answers describing like what happened and how to get away with it. They said like try to get your backpack to be able to what's called like pull the fire extinguisher, and you have to put a pin in there, so I can't really demonstrate it to like how they did it, but I pulled my backpack up because I'm a tall motherfucker, and if I just turn over there and bump into it, it'll probably hit it. And my backpack's huge. I never go to my locker, so all my stuff's in there. And it was a pretty good ass lie, I think. And hopefully everything goes well. Really, I'm just trying to not get suspended at this point. If they do try to suspend me, I'm just going to get my dad up there and tell him I'm a real Christian. I'm not Christian, I'm Catholic, but I'm real Christian, and I take God's, what's called, like, sins. I never do that. But it's rounding up, guys. Subscribe if you guys want to, and peace.